Welcome back to another episode of D&D Party Crew. Last we left off, you guys snuck past the witches of the Swamplands. You guys kind of learned some weirdness about... Okay. James. What was that? Anyway. James. Anyway. You guys learned some interesting lore about some pagan gods that these witches were worshipping. Had a weird encounter there, reminiscent of some figures you had seen in the past. So those are some things to think about. But more importantly, you found the entrance to the Underdark, and it is this well, very oddly situated in the middle of this swampland. You go up to it, you look at it. It looks very deep. You cannot see the bottom. That's where you guys are.
Well, I usually have a great spell for this, but not today. So,
Oh dear.
you can wait till tomorrow, or use the old trusty rope.
Can the rope go all the way down?
Is there like a rock or something I can drop down the well to see
Sure, you pick
if I
something
hear
up.
anything? I drop it.
You drop it, and it kind of whizzes a little bit. You hear it kind of like smack the side of the wall and echo far, 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 far.
Oh god.
Do I ever hear it hit the bottom?
Not really, no.
Comforting.
What?
Could the music get turned down a tiny bit?
Yes.
Tiny bit. Just in case. Hard to hear.
How's that?
What is that?
My rope is only 50 feet long.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna reach the bottom, to be honest. I'm gonna can I like set something on fire, like a produce flame, just set something on fire and drop it and see if I see how far it goes?
Sure.
Okay, use a cantrip.
Alright, so you kind of cast a little tiny flame and shoot it down the bottom of the well, and you watch as it goes far, far, far until it looks like only a small speck of light at the bottom.
Do we still see it though? Like, is it still visible?
Barely. Then it disappears.
Like, did she get any kind of gauge of potentially a range? How far?
Way more than 50 feet.
Great.
Well, I guess that means there's no water at the bottom.
This is true, so that's a good sign. How big is this well? Like radius-ish?
It's probably got a diameter of about 4 feet.
Okay, it's not very big. Yeah, there's no way I'm flying down there, and obviously nobody else can. So
Can I look around the
climb?
well and see if there's any sort of like secret staircase maybe around this somewhere?
What are you looking for?
Stairs.
Can I do like a perception check or anything?
What are we gonna do? Pick up every rock?
I hope not.
That would take a while.
I guess we could pick up every rock.
Maybe, Krogan, if you threw a lot of rocks in there, eventually they would pile up high enough where we could make it down there.
Well, then how do we? Then it wouldn't go anywhere.
You'd have to like break the rocks.
Hmm.
Huh. I wonder if you could, like...
What if I get 2 axes and I just climb down that way?
I could, in theory, turn into a bat or something and scope it out and see if there's something that could help us. Not that I don't know of anything that could, but
Yes, and
know.
a bat. Yes.
could see what's awaiting us, at least see what it looks like, maybe. So that gives an idea. If we do end up waiting till tomorrow to use something like Featherfall, I could at least scope it out and see what we're expecting.
All right.
I'll poof and turn into a little cute little bat.
Okay, little bat.
Yes.
Do I
You
see
fly
any
down the
stairs?
well. Roll a perception or investigation, something like that.
Sure. Okay. Let's see here.
Are we all doing that?
No, just let's just do Maynard since he said he was looking.
Investigation.
Oh, okay. He's rolling it. Gotcha.
18.
Okay. No stairs, but you do see a loose rock kind of on the side of the well.
Hmm.
I try to move it.
All right. You kind of loosen it, and there's a small note in there, and it says "For idiots," and then there is a small blue vial with it.
Damn.
4 idiots or 4 idiots?
Right.
FOR, for idiots.
Poor
Aw.
idiots.
Oh, there's this. For idiots. So, one of you guys can take it. I'm just kidding. Didn't mean that.
We should put it in one of the witch's drinks.
Right.
See what happens.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Do I know
I'm
what
an
it
idiot.
is?
Maybe I should drink it.
Yes.
Wait. No, wait. That's not necessary. Can I have the spell? Yeah. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes and ritually cast Identify on it.
Ooh,
Okay.
Good spell usage.
So you are ritually casting that. Meanwhile, Endurance has transformed herself into a bat and is flying down the well.
Yep.
Endurance, you kind of have to make like little circles as you go down
Mhm.
the well. And for the first about 100 feet, it's kind of cobblestone brick sided all the way down until finally it kind of opens up into a large cistern. This cistern appears to be made, not necessarily natural at all. And you notice that down at the bottom, it appears to be very shallow, murky, still, refuse-filled waters. This appears to be a sewer.
Oh, hell no.
Yummy.
Disgusted bat noises. Ew.
Uh,
So I know it's probably like dark as hell. I'm like echolocating, I imagine.
mhm.
Do I like, is it like a big area?
It looks, this cistern looks pretty big. It's kind of large dome shaped. At the top, you see kind of the small light up ahead of the overworld. But it does have like 3 different passageways that branch off from this main area.
Is there any markings near the passageways? Like any markings at all? Or
Yeah, you do. So there are kind of almost like pathways that lead next to the brackish water. You do notice that there are some carved. It's not a language you know,
Okay.
unless you know Undercommon.
I do not.
Okay, it is not a language you know.
Okay. So in its scrawl, and like where is it written exactly? Like on the walls?
Kind
near
of
them?
plaques near the different exits.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make a note of that. Unknown language. Okay. Any creatures or anything? Any signs of life at all?
No, the only thing you really notice is like it does appear like some of the Underdark has seeped into this area. Like, you start to see some stalagmites here and there. There does appear to be some fungi growing out from the side in different places, things like
Okay.
that.
Cool. Okay. So 3 passageways with plaques with an unknown language to me. And any light sources at all, or is it pitch black, I'm assuming?
Oh, it's dark.
Dark as fuck. Okay, I figured. Okay. I guess I'll do like one kind of little perimeter flight around, make sure like no bodies, no skeletons with anything useful or anything. Okay, cool. Well, having surveyed, I will return back up the well.
All right. Krogan, what have you been doing for the 10 minutes?
Walking around, doing pretty much nothing.
Aisha walks around with you, and she starts throwing rocks in the water. And you watch here and there as like kind of some small little lizards and whatnot scatter in the swampies.
I try to catch a lizard.
They're pretty slippery. You wanna try?
Mhm. Yes.
Do a little dexterity check.
Give me 4 moments.
4 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Right. 11.
Alright. You manage to apprehend one of these little salamander looking dudes.
Ooh,
And they
salamander.
are a very like dull red color. And it looks at you with its little eyes and it's just like
Just go,
it kind of is quiet for a minute and just looks at you and is like
right. Gonna bite into it.
oh man, you just
No,
like are you just
no, I'm
chomping his
kidding. I'm
head?
just kidding. No, I'm not gonna do that.
He pretends. He just.
I put him in my pocket.
Put him
Oh.
in his pocket.
He's like,
Okay.
Make sure he can't get out.
Make sure he can't get out. He can't get
Yeah.
out.
Okay. He's my friend. I'm
Super
gonna go.
Salamander.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for fish that I can grab with my hands.
Okay.
Is there like where's this water that she's throwing rocks into?
It's just kind of all around because you're in swamplands.
Oh, okay. Okay, well I'm just looking for stuff he can eat. So it's just like crickets.
Alright. Catch a couple crickets.
Put them in my pocket with him.
Put them in the pocket.
Go eat all of them.
Yeah.
Misha says, this looks like a good place to catch catfish.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I would. If you get in the water a little bit and you start sticking your hand in these random like nooks and stuff around here, a catfish will grab your hand and you can pull it out and then we can eat it.
Whoa. Well, how about you try doing that?
I was inferring that you might want to try.
I mean, I just caught lizard. His name's Reptar.
Well, I personally am a little scared of this method, but I've always seen that it's quite effective.
Well, maybe you should. Let's go get Sir Maynard to do it.
Yes, he is quite brave. He can do it.
Sir Maynard.
So, you
Hold
return.
on, just a second.
Dang it, he's doing boring stuff.
Yeah, like weird magic. He's going humma numma humma numma humma.
I know, he kind of looks kind of goofy when he's over there doing that.
Yeah, like prestidigitation, but not instantaneous, not super
Yeah.
fast, super
What if-
slow.
What if we like built a rock wall around him, and then when he opens his eyes, he'll be stuck?
I think you know what I think we should do. I think we should mess with him by throwing rocks close to him, not at him, but close to him.
I like this idea.
Oh my
And
God,
she
okay.
picks up a rock and like throws it. Let's see. Do a quick little
Oh
quick
no.
little dexterity check here.
Oh dear.
He's got to do a dexterity save.
Or a check. Yeah. Just do a dexterity roll.
Point at me or Sawyer?
Sawyer.
Oh, well, number ain't good. 12.
Okay. So Mishra throws the rock and it gets extremely close to Maynard but does not hit him. Krogan throws the rock and it bounces off of your leg.
Oh no.
Whose leg? Sir Maynard?
Maynard's leg.
Oh, sorry.
Mishra starts giggling.
Maynard, whatever he's doing, just stops for a second, does not turn around, and then continues.
Oh my God.
Mishra looks at Krogan and she's like, "Do you think he's mad?"
I know he's mad, and that's okay. Want to look see my pet salamander?
Yeah.
Here he is. Look at him.
And he like comes out and he's like,
He talks a lot,
He reaches around and he like bites your thumb.
but it doesn't hurt because he doesn't really have any teeth.
Yeah, and he's really small.
Isn't he cute?
He is kind of cute for a lizard.
He's like dark red,
Aw,
my favorite color.
make a constitution.
Oh
Save.
no!
Why? Oh, it's a. That's
Oh
not
no!
good. That's a saving throw.
Mhm.
25.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
His bite feels weird and like a little numb and tingly for a moment, but then it's gone.
Maybe I shouldn't let him bite me. Anyway, I'm gonna put him back in my pocket.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Okay, back in the pocket he goes. About that time, the bat flies out of the cave, and Maynard concludes his ritual.
What was what came up from his ritual?
So, Maynard, you have a vial of Potion of Featherfall.
Ooh.
So just one person can drink it. Well, someone could make it down there.
Endurance is kind of like chilling out. Endurance is still chilling out in her little back form and is kind of like observing the scene. And will go ahead and change back and say, "Well, come up with anything, Maynard?"
Potion of Featherfall.
Oh, okay.
But
Interesting.
just for one person, so...
Interesting. All right. Well, I still have a wild shape, so I can fly back down there again if I need to. It is a bit of a cistern, sewer, if you will, down there. It's not very pleasant. There are 3 passageways that I saw, like 3 tunnels kind of leading out. There's definitely remnants of not remnants, but the Underdark has certainly crept into there a little bit. There's also a language. I can't really recognize it. I haven't seen it before. Written in some plaques, so your helmet will be very useful.
Mhm.
Does that work with text?
Yes.
It works with
I
text,
just
right? That's
have
what I
to touch it.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, it will work great. There's some plaques. It's a bit dome-shaped. It's pretty big in there, but it is definitely like a long fall. It is.
How
you
far
would
down?
Die. It's like 100, 150 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like 150.
About 150 feet or so. So pretty far down. Fatal if you don't have feather fall. So we definitely want to be able to do that. So it might be a good idea to possibly rest so that we can all use it. Or, I wouldn't really want to mess with the witches too much, but I don't know. It would be 100% fatal if somebody did not have the ability to slow their fall, though. So, yes, very gross. Hopefully the passageways, whichever one we choose, which I'm assuming the labels mean something, will be less disgusting.
Can't you like turn me into like a bug or something?
Well, possibly, but I don't really have that ability currently. But if I were able to rest, then yes, I believe I might be able to. So I gotta meditate on it a little bit. These sorts of things take focus. So yes, we might want to possibly rest up tonight, just so we're able to meditate on these various things that we'll need to do. I don't know. It's thought, because otherwise we have 4 people that can't. I guess 3 people that wouldn't be able to use potion, so that'd be a problem.
Right.
Yes. So, thoughts.
You guys smell an apple pie smell through the air.
Oh dear. Well, it sounds like the witches, or smells like the witches are baking. Nobody
Sure, kind of
eat
fiddling
it.
in the corner.
This is a bad thing? Why is this a bad thing?
Mishra, what are you doing?
Making it smell better around here. Because you smell bad.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
Thanks.
No,
Oh,
No,
here, I
I'm
thought the
hungry.
witches were cooking something. Oh, well, I guess it's better you cooking something fake than. Oh, there's
all
two
I
of
have
her.
to eat is my pet Reptar. Why would you do this to me?
Oh, sorry.
Reptar, who is this?
This is my pet Reptar. I pull him out of my pocket but I'll hold around his neck so he can't bite me.
And he's like, meh, 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 meh.
Can I do a nature check to see would I know what kind of salamander he is?
Sure.
Krogan, when did you get that? Did
Well-
anyone see this motherfucker pick up a snake?
A salamander.
Not a
He's
snake.
picked up a
Salamander?
Yeah,
salamander.
well, I was casting the spell.
It's a weird reptile. It's a reptilian.
Intelligence. Could be better. 9.
You don't know this particular breed of salamander, but you do know it's a salamander.
I'm not sure I've encountered one like him before. He's quite cute. He looks like he looks a bit brightly colored. You haven't tried to eat him, have you?
No, he has tried to eat me though.
Oh,
and that
oh
has
my
felt
God.
a little weird.
I see that. I see this.
Yes.
Well, he's very cute. Well, take good care of him. Don't eat him or lick him or anything.
As long as I
Bright
don't
colors
fall-
mean things.
Yes. Oh, as long as I don't fall on him in my pocket, it will be okay. I will try to teach him how to stay on my shoulder.
Oh, yes. You can, put some little
Train
mist
him.
on him.
Yes.
Yes,
An attack
please.
salamander.
You could. He could do some serious. Use them as a poison drinks, that sort of thing.
Low key, every time one of us rolls and we get a low number, I want to be like, can I do a nature check?
Right. I'm like me with my druidic senses. I'm like 7. At least hey, I'm not a swamp druid though. I'm a forest druid, so got an
There you go.
excuse.
So, how big is the well?
Diameter is 4 feet.
Yep.
So, would you endurance be able to turn into anything that could like ferry us down there?
I don't believe so. I think my wings would be too cramped. I wouldn't be able to spread them properly that I can think of. I don't have anything currently in my arsenal that would be much help, I don't think. Yeah. It's just a little too cramped for me to be able to try that. I mean, there's nothing that I particularly think of, and
What if we just rest?
that we can do. I just hope that the witches don't get upset. Is there somewhere like more quiet that we can rest around here that's not like in their land, or is the well like in their backyard basically?
It's kind of close to their backyard.
Can I cast a protection spell while we rest?
Protection from like good and evil. You can't concentrate it because you'd be resting too.
Damn it. All right, guys. Well, I tried.
It's all right, girl. It's great. We
It was a
appreciate
good
it.
thought. It was a good thought.
It was a great thought.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I am voting for resting because I do think that it would be a good idea for half of us not to fall to our death, which I do see happening.
Little seconds that.
Maybe we should find a different spot nearby.
I agree. I'm in agreement there because I would rather not deal with him again. That ritual was something that I would not like to repeat. It was I feel a little gross, to be honest. Like I need to take a shower.
Hmm.
Very nasty.
So, you guys kind of trek a little bit off the beaten path, into the mud.
Noise.
It smells really bad, so just a heads up on that.
Sure, it freaking does.
But you guys do kind of find a spot that's slightly more raised, a little ways off.
Alright. Well, this is better than nothing, I guess. Just for a quick little sleep, if we can. Ugh. It's disgusting. Not as gross as that bottom of the well, though, so keep that in mind.
Are we resting?
Endurance, what do you think about in Little 2? They said you may have been from Califast ancestry. Do you know of any, like this Ikje figure? It's supposedly a Califastian god.
Yeah, I've never heard of him before, correct, Emma? Or
I don't think so, but I'll re-listen to some of the recordings later.
okay. I don't that does not ring a bell to me personally. I have no idea, honestly. Califast, I expect I'd have some knowledge of Califast.
As a
think.
continent as a whole,
Yes.
yeah. So history lesson, they are kind of the sworn enemies of Ethael. They are
Mhm.
on a completely separate continent than you guys. So they're on a completely separate continent. They're very like nobody really knows a ton about them. They really keep to themselves, especially because Califast and Ethael are kind of at constant war with each other. They keep their border very tight, but it is known for it's a land of wild magic.
That's what
Everything
I thought. Okay.
everything that's there has been very much touched by wild magic. It's like the land itself is very inhospitable. It's known for its monsters and let me see. Blah, 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 blah. It's known for its monsters and let me see if I can just send you a little picture.
Isn't that the land, correct me if I'm wrong, that has a lot of the kind of like more hybrid species?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Okay.
I mean, it does have a lot of humanoids, but of course there are like the land shaped the creatures, and so that includes like causing some of the creatures to be magical or anthropomorphic or just like what have you. So
Is that where
Cool.
tabaxi originate from
I mean a lot of kind of the
historically?
yeah, I mean a lot of the humanoid kind of animal people kind of have origins there. Not all of them, but a lot of them do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was trying to remember. I thought that was a place that had a lot of the kind of like the humanoids, but also the more unique species.
Yeah, but not only that, it has like scary monsters too, and also has like a ton of mages. The only historical event you have ever known to really come out of there, other than them being at war with Ethael, is that there was a huge, kind of like monastery on the eastern side of the continent, and there was some type of like magic explosion that occurred there. This was a long time ago, and it was so big that it completely like the city sank into the ocean, kind of Atlantis style, and it created this giant rift in the side of the continent, and so now it's just these huge canyons, massive canyons. So that's what you know.
Okay. I'm not overly familiar with Califast. I know the story of the creation of the rifts and that it's home to lots of wild magic and more unique creatures, but I have no personal heritage from there. I mean, I was I was born to city folk and ended up with druids in the forest. So unless they were from Califast, unbeknownst to me, but I don't believe they were, I have no heritage there. So, but who's to say? I didn't really know my biological parents, so. But Little, I mean, I know they looked at her first and mentioned Califast. Maybe it is just because we appear, I don't know, more, I don't know the term, odd. Not the most, I mean, we're humanoid, but, you know, we do kind of stick out. But I don't know. It gives me something to think about, I guess. Curious.
There's the map if you wanted to look.
Yes, please.
Give you a little reference.
Yeah.
You guys are currently in Lyceum, and there's the map.
Nice.
Trojan.
Nice.
There's a
Yes.
island over there.
Nice.
It's a Tetsugai.
Yeah, that's as much as I know. I know as much as the next person, I suppose, but history was never really my strong suit. What about you? Do you know anything about Caliphas that particularly unusual?
I mean, I just know it's where a lot of wild magic comes from, and
Mm,
like you, the dangerous beasts, like you said, come from there. I've always thought their gods to be myths, but I mean,
yes.
isn't it kind of odd that we saw them in Buddy's dream? They're summoning some form of it.
Very odd. There seems a bit interesting to call them mythological when suddenly we're seeing them in dreams and very vivid visions, so to speak.
I want another history check from you guys
Ooh, okay.
for some potentially deeper info.
Nice. Ooh, that was good. Okay, let's see. Ooh, history.
15.
How's my history? Intelligence.
Close
Uh,
at 12.
18.
Okay, I got an 18 from endurance. Is that the highest? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so endurance. You know, Ethael and Caliphast were all originally of the same. They were all like one united continent, but the Athalians never really ventured north. So long time ago. The reason you know this is going to be mentioned shortly. The Tieflings were kind of thought to originate from that island Akhenaut, halfway between Astradi and Caliphast, right there on the map. There was like a really big, like refugee crisis on Akhenaut, long time ago. Many people went to Caliphast from Akhenaut. A lot of Tieflings, a lot of humanoids in general, but a lot of Tieflings. They went to Caliphast and they tamed the land. And that is when it started to get to be kind of like tensions between Ethael and Caliphast, because basically they moved in on that northern land and tamed it when the Athalians really never did. So they felt like it was an encroachment on their land, A, and B, they felt threatened by them because they were able to tame it. So that has always been a point of contention there between the two countries, but a lot of the original religion, like the Caliphastian gods, were also like the Akhenaten gods that they just took to Caliphast.
So the Akhenaten god, so it was not just tieflings on Akhenaut, it was like other species as well, but tieflings were supposedly originated from there.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, they were kind of the main ones to live there at the time, but yeah, that's
Okay.
that was kind of like the birthplace almost of like where the tieflings came from.
Okay, so the pagan gods are kind of their gods originally that have kind of become
Yeah.
kind of shifted over.
They
Okay.
were tiefling gods originally.
I mean, they were just kind of that area. But they Akhenaut is kind of a hellhole at this point. But and once again, Akhenaut wasn't just tiefling. But it
Mostly
kind of went.
tiefling.
Did tieflings originate from the hills in this world?
Not necessarily.
I'll kind of like.
Kind of, but not necessarily.
That being said, I'll kind of be like, I do remember, I know a little bit, not that it's necessarily true, we believe in all that, but in my circle, there were a few other tieflings, we weren't the most accepted where I originally came from. So one of them did mention to me that the supposed birthplace of our people was Akhenaut. She didn't mention a ton about the religions at the time. Like, we weren't overly, Druids aren't overly religious by nature. We worship the earth, if that is considered a form of worship. But I do remember in the stories that she told me that the tiefling gods were regarded as pagan gods, and that those gods may have basically been brought over when they moved to Califast. There was a refugee crisis in Akhenaut, and when they went over to Califast, they brought their religions with them, and the pagan gods of Akhenaut spread. Possibly, this is just her stories. You know, she seemed very educated, but that's all I know about it. Again, I don't have any personal relationship with it that I know of, but
And you do know that that is a very like ancient
mhm.
religion.
Yes,
Very old.
very, very old.
Yeah.
Very old. So it's, and no wonder, I guess, that a lot of people think of it as myth. It's old enough to turn into it, I guess. So curious. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I have no, being a tiefling, I doesn't necessarily mean I have a connection to him of any kind, but I do have that little bit of knowledge from a friend a long time ago. But yeah, I kind of wish she was around to ask her more, honestly. She knew a lot more than I did.
Very well. Did we see whenever the portal thing opened in Samred? Did we see one of those figures? Or am I thinking that? Okay, we did. Which one?
A large kind of. Oh, I wish I had the specific description. Golly gee.
1 million views.
Godslayer engine. And so you hear him, Endurance, you hear him kind of lean down and say, "We must make the journey ourselves then." And you watch as he steps through the flame with Eldrake in hand.
Damn.
And it begins to spark and shudder, and you hear it like squeal and screech, and it's almost like a wailing coming from this thing, from like the other side. And you can see their almost ethereal forms on the other side, and as soon as you watch them walk through, it's almost like the creature that was extending its hand towards it kind of almost softly caresses under them and picks them up gently. And then all of a sudden you watch as their forms are violently shredded, and the creature begins to like screech from the inside, and you watch as the Takiri Hashblade begins picking up speed, and it begins to speed up the process of its opening. And it looks out at all of you, and you watch as a beam of light shoots up from this thing through the ceiling. It blows a hole through this ceiling all the way up into the sky, and you just hear this screeching as almost like this energy shoots out, and then all of a sudden the light just shuts off, and the Godslayer engine immediately like snaps back together and becomes its original form again. Okay, that was not quite the description I was looking for.
Oh. What if they're trying to... There's like a thing of trying to summon this thing back.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's strange that it's been in Buddy's mind, and some random witches are summoning Ikaje. That first time I've heard that name, but I think we both agree that it's by virtue of seeing it, the crystal heart looks identical to what we saw in one of the giant figures in Buddy's vision, so it seems too big of a coincidence to be one. I can see this being a sort of like reawakening of old gods that thought myth, but are maybe not. Also, the strange everything going on with Raylune, it just seems like the heavens, celestials are in a bit of an upheaval right now. Seems very odd.
Should we stop these witches from doing whatever they're doing?
I don't know. I mean, I would like to know why. we didn't really. They just kind of immediately went into their little hut.
Maybe you guys could go talk to them about it.
We could. Oh, Endurance, Holland, are you there?
Yes. Well, I think Endurance and I are the best people to do it because, I mean, I have done in the past a lot of the rituals that they're performing. I feel like I can relate to them in that way. And Endurance is another woman, so I feel like they would feel more comfortable opening up to us. Krogan, you're a himbo, so you can come with us.
Wow.
They sounded
expect
kind
that
of sexist, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to
Oh.
go. I don't
I
want
mean,
to go.
I mean, they are a bunch of naked old women, so you're not missing out on it.
There was a younger lady.
She didn't
There was?
talk a whole lot, though. So she doesn't really count. I don't know. I mean, we can. That's certainly an option. They did seem pretty comfortable when we partook in their ritual. There was no, like, be gone, we'll never see you. I could, I don't know, show up and say I want to know more about their religion. I could cite my, I don't know, potential origin heritage from this island and maybe get some information. Maybe they might have no idea that their knowledge of the old guys might be very different, but it's worth a shot. I mean, we are just sitting here anyway, but you know, there is a chance that it could turn into a brawl, which in which case we'll probably handle it, but
Which is why maybe we should do that now, since they're kind of
Yeah.
tired.
I think that'd be a good idea. Just kind of like nudge Little, like, go talk to them. I mean, they do seem to be more, like what she said, comfortable around women. I don't really know how they'd react to you guys. I would be a little concerned that it would turn into a fight. But seeing as we've done the ritual, they seem to trust us more, so we could
Yeah.
creep on over there, and you guys could be on standby if anything goes wrong. Of course, you'll hear us shrieking, I'm sure. So
Yes.
I agree.
We will-
And so we're gonna set up a code word, okay, guys? So if we're in trouble, what we're gonna do is gonna be super secret, super discreet, because so they won't know that we're calling you guys. I'm gonna stick my head out the window and say,
say
I could not
what?
hear you. What did you
I didn't
say?
hear it.
It did not register it.
I said,
I
Cut
still
off
can't.
again. You say
Whoa.
what?
oh, I said, fucking help us, these bitches are crazy. Kill them all.
Pretty clear?
I think that's
clear?
pretty clear, Little. I think that's a good plan. You know, both of us shrieking at different intervals. I
Very
think would be very,
discreet.
very. At that point, you know, I mean, we could. What's an abbreviation for that? FH. You know, you'll know. I'm sure.
FK. Wait.
I've already forgotten.
FKTA. FKTA.
It's like a fucking Taylor Swift album.
Oh my god. We'll just start sputtering at the window. I'm sure you'll know. I mean, there's yeah, you'll know.
Oh, Endurance.
Oh.
You could cast Skywrite.
I could if I had
Oh,
Skywrite prepared,
never
which I
mind.
normally do. Again, I normally have that prepared.
I know. I could go with you, and I could cast my apple pie smell. That's discreet.
She just
Ew,
popped it
that's-
like right below.
Disgusting.
Oh God.
Good old enchanted.
Jeez.
Oh my
Look
god.
away from that.
Then she like popped up right below the Zumba at the tongue. I was like, oh well. I mean, I'm sure whatever we do, you will know there's a problem.
You know, just start shooting lightning out your rear.
Exactly, Little. You have practice with this. Exactly. And that is a spell I do currently have. My lightning.
Lightning out the ass? That's her spell?
I mean, I can call it. It doesn't say from where, so, you know. It can be called, so.
Oh man.
Nature
Yes.
call lightning.
Nature call lightning. But yeah, Little, do you want to make a little trip to the witch's hut again? See if they're feeling friendly? Wanting to maybe act like we can, well, I say we could act like we could join their coven, but we don't want to be too friendly, I guess. We'll see. We'll improvise it as we go.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure it will go
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Oh,
what could
no.
go wrong? What could go wrong?
Endurance.
Yes.
Am
I
allowed my 5th middle name?
Oh.
Huh?
That sound.
The what?
I just went, ow.
Oh my god.
Am I allowed to come with you since I'm a girl?
I mean, sure. I mean, you haven't done the ritual, but maybe they don't care. I don't know. You could be the one who's sad that she didn't get to do the ritual and wants to learn more.
Witchy stuff. Witchy
Exactly.
stuff.
Exactly.
Witchy stuff.
Exactly.
Witchy stuff.
Woo!
Oh my god. Yeah, well,
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Well, let's go
Huh?
do witchy stuff.
Let's go do witchy stuff. We'll start walking over there, I guess.
Let's make these witches our bitches.
Oh yeah. So, Mishra, Little, and Endurance head back towards the hut. And inside you hear a bunch of cackling and chatting and things of that nature.
I'll like walk up to the door and just be like tap 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 tap. Hello, it's us, your ritual friends.
So you knock on the door, and a small man opens it.
Oh dear.
A very small man opens it, and he looks really tired and pretty old. Let's see.
Poor man, poor man.
Where's my picture? Dadgummit. I had a picture. Okay, well, point is, he is looking extremely tired and worn out, and he is just opens the door and is like, "Who are you?"
We are friends of the witches. We were with them earlier today, and another member of our little girl band here is interested. She did not get to partake in the ritual earlier, and she was curious if they could teach her more about their beliefs and this mysterious figure we saw rise out of the cauldron. We're all just very curious.
Hold on, give me a second. Apparently, I missed the description of him. I found where I wrote it. Oh, these are not what I wanted.
I'm cutting brows.
That's why he looks like I'm ahead now. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez. This sucks. I don't know where my picture is, but my description of him in writing says a head of a rabbit and a body of a man.
Oh god.
Oh
What?
shit. Okay.
What have you done?
An old rabbit, I guess.
So he's like an
Oh.
old guy. He's really old, and he does have like these really gray kind of wiry whiskers,
Hmm.
and he like is kind of a little like standoffish, a little twitchy.
Is
And
he-
he has
is he-
little spectacles.
Oh. Is he like rabbit folk, or is he like? Can we tell he looks like a
An
cursed?
amalgamation. He looks
Or
like an
is it
amalgamation.
Somebody
Okay.
sawed
Right.
sewn a rabbit's head on a human body.
Oh my god.
Big rabbit. It's a big freaking rabbit.
He's not super tall though.
Okay.
He's like 4 feet tall.
Good sir, and I'll just what I said earlier. We just would like to meet them again, and from witch to witch, just learn some knowledge. We're resting up a bit before we venture down to the Underdark, so
So you would like to speak with my mistresses?
Oh.
yes, please, yes.
Oh.
Uh,
dear.
okay. Give me a second. And he closed the door and he says, Mrs. You have company. And you hear something like shatter, and they're like, "We're eating." And he's like,
Little like kind of leans over to Endurance is like, should we help him?
I think so. I'm feeling a little bad for him right now. Yeah, I when he opened the door, I wasn't sure what to expect, but it's certainly not that. Yeah, let's reconnaissance, but if the opportunity arises, by all means, because, ooh,
So, he says, but ma'ams, the ladies that did the ritual with you, and they're like, and you hear one like, and you see just like an old eyeball staring at you through the crack, and then it creaks open more, and it's the old lady with the scythe kind of looking thing, and she's like, "Oh, you come back for more, have you?"
yeah, yes, of course. We have a friend here actually who did not get the opportunity to partake in the ritual, and we were telling her about it, and she just really wanted to be able to learn more, and all of us do really about this, this figure we saw and this your beliefs. It's all very fascinating.
And you watch her as she kind of like dips her head and gives you this very dark look. And she says, "You wish to learn more about Lord Ikaje?"
Why, of course. Do you know the tales of tieflings hailing from Acheron? Is that the correct?
Aconaught. Same difference.
Aconaught! Darn it! I was so close. Aconaught. There was rumors that there were ancient gods, ancient beings that they first worshipped, and I've heard of these stories, and I don't know, that just something about him seems familiar to me. So if you had any more information, I would appreciate it.
And she kind of opens the door wider and ushers you in without even saying anything, but her eyes are still locked on you.
Ooh, ominous.
Do you enter?
Yeah, sure. Might as well. We're here.
And they
We
all
open this
kind of
bitch.
have their eyes locked on you as you walk in, and they've all kind of sat up a little straighter, and no one is touching their food anymore, but they've all like frozen. And you walk in, and she sits down next to you and is still just like staring at you as she sits. And she says, "Aconaught was the home to many Califastians. It is our lineage. And yet they betrayed their gods in favor of these ancients."
Oh, interesting. I admittedly I know little about the old gods, and which is something I'm trying very hard to rectify, as you see. Um, so Ikaje, I mean, is that him? Is that like a portion of him that you're able to conjure? Is that him actually appearing for you? Like, what is that?
That is simply a manifestation we pulled from the cauldron to worship.
Interesting. And you say he was an old god of Aconaught specifically. It's what I was always told, but it's fascinating to hear it confirmed.
She picks up a piece of chalk and kind of throws everything off of the wooden table, this round wooden table in the middle of the dining room. And she begins scrawling a symbol with this chalk in the middle. Let me find it.
Does it look similar to some of the symbols we saw in Buddy's, or that was seen in Buddy's mind with the mind medallion?
A couple of them, yeah, you do see a couple, but this is the one that she is primarily drawing.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting.
She draws this symbol.
And what is this, if I might ask? I don't think I've ever seen it before.
She looks at you, her eyes like this weird, something like almost swimming behind them. And she
Ooh.
says, "This is everything. This is everything in the one." And they all kind of begin to say in unison, "Everything is the one."
Can Little roll a history check?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay. $16?
Little, in all of your travels and stuff, this symbol has come up, but only in relationship to Califast. This is kind of a symbol that they often use to represent themselves. And that's all you really know.
Damn it. Okay, I kind of communicate this to the group, like, hey, I know a little bit about this symbol. I've seen it, but I've never really kind of delved into, like, no one's ever educated me or told me what it is, but I've seen this and I know it directly relates to Califast.
Right. So being, this seems to be something that Califast, represents themselves with, what does it represent? Does it represent the old gods?
Then they all once again speak in unison and they say, "This is all we have ever worshipped. This is all anyone should ever worship."
We know, but we're really trying to understand your religion. We've never really encountered people like you before in our journey, and we would really like to educate ourselves as much as possible before we go on the next couple of steps of our journey. What exactly is the story behind this symbol?
And so she says, "The ancients used our religion to craft their own. They may say that their religion is older and has been long in existence, but ours is far, far more ancient than theirs. The Akhenaut people have been worshipping the elders for millennia, and yet they deny their existence."
Are you familiar with the name Kayadva by chance?
And they all kind of look at you with like this look of almost disgust, slightly, and they say, "The treacherous gatekeeper."
Gatekeeper. Of what gate, may I ask?
The treacherous gatekeeper between the elders and the ancients.
Oh.
Baldur's Gate.
Interesting. In our travels, we traveled with a man, an elven man, who he had visions, and one of these visions in his mind was of what we now know as Kayadva, seemingly about to battle with who I can interpret it as Ikajay. And I'll kind of describe the he's didn't look like he did obviously when you were, worshipping him, but he had that kind of crystalline chest, the crystal heart. He had 6 eyes, very interesting. But they appeared to be in combat or about to enter combat. Are you familiar with any sort of stories about this?
And they all kind of once again in this like ear unison and said, And they say, the prophecy is as such that Ikije will kill the Red Knight. And the time of the elders will come again.
So this is all about reclaiming your religion, basically, that you're saying that people stole and made it their own, but y'all are professing that y'all's religion is older and the true religion. What do you mean by the Red Knight?
That is the prophecy, they say.
The Red Knight being Kayadva, who is the gatekeeper between, or the gatekeeper but of the, I'm assuming, this barrier between the elders and the ancients, implying that there's obviously a rivalry there. It's fascinating. So is this a prophecy? It's something that hasn't yet come to pass.
And they all look at you with great intent and they say, almost kind of like the voice, they say,
Ooh.
it will.
Oh. All right. That's interesting. Oh, this is very very informative. I'm like looking a little nervously at Little. What's Mishra doing right now?
Mishra's kind of staring intently at the rabbit man, and he's like very nervously like keeps looking at her like, and she's just like,
Well, you know, I do appreciate this information. You know, I am trying to get back in touch with this heritage of mine that I know so little about, so any bit of information helps. Ikije can Ikije be contacted? I mean, I know that's what you're doing with the cauldron, but is there other means of contacting him? Can he speak to you?
you must listen to their voice.
Oh,
And they
okay.
kind of chant together, Veracul, Ikije, Atim, Mesbron, Isre.
Isray, hold on. Ooh. Wait a damn. Okay, hold on. I'm just making sure I have everything correct here. Isray was one of the correct me if I'm wrong, under Nelia? Like one of the aspects of Nelia, or am I
The
incorrect?
ancients.
One of the
It's one of the
ancients, okay.
ancients.
Isray, okay. Oh, crap.
Isre is
Hasn't
the
revealed
only...
himself.
Oh, shit.
A hypothesis over here.
Ooh, he's got a hypothesis. Okay. And I'll have like retained that. I'm scribbling notes over here. Okay, so these are the names of the ancients you're listing out, I'm noticing. Isray, if I recall, Isray hasn't really revealed himself, if he is a he at all. Do you know anything of this Isray?
Isre, the great balancer.
So is your opinion of him or them, I don't really know, is it positive or negative, or
There
I
are
don't
no
really know what to think?
worshippers of Isre.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know much of them, honestly. They're a bit of an unknown, so to speak.
The treacherous
Interesting.
one.
Isray is the treacherous one. I thought you said Isray was the balancer. How does that? Treachery and balance don't seem to go together.
I'm your mother, damn it.
Whoa.
What? What?
I think she's talking to Polly. I hope.
Oh wait, am I on mute? Am I not
No.
muted?
No!
Oh, guys, oh my gosh, I am so sorry.
That was so funny.
That was
Oh,
too good.
mother damn it.
Oh my god. You can see a little bit, like, little Misra noting a little bit of, like, sweat beating at Endurance's forehead. It's like, okay, this has been very informative. Can I Can I ask if you don't mind? And if it's overstepping, you can let me know. But I'm kind of like nod over to the rabbit man and be like, what's the story with him? Who is he? Like, why is he? He doesn't appear to be rabbit folk, so what exactly has been done to him?
You notice the cloudiness kind of all comes out of their eyes, and no longer do they seem to be like acting in unison. And so he kind of like looks at you and he says, "But my name is Brannom, your liege."
Right.
I am a humble
Brannom.
servant.
I gather that. But how exactly did you come to be here?
And the mushroom witch says, He was crafted between bone and a hair, given life by us.
Oh.
Does he still have the I assume his brain is the brain of a rabbit, correct?
They don't really answer you.
So is he undead or is he alive technically?
Branagh kind of looks at you and he kind of shrugs.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Is this a thing you like to do? Is you create these sorts of things? Any others I need to know about?
And Mushroom Girl just kind of shakes her head.
So this is a side note, but Endurance and Little both speak sign language. So Little kind of looks at Endurance and just kind of does these like little hand symbols or whatever, but just makes them look like she's just like doing like a little dance or whatever. And she says, can you talk to him, because you can talk to animals, and ask if he wants to be here.
Endurance is kind of like, she's not very good at being subtle. It's kind of like this to be like,
Little's over there like twerking, like, you want to be here,
right? So is this sort of a willing servitude, or is this like a, not much of a choice, or you return to the fur and the bone sort of situation?
And he says, he looks at you and kind of is frowned, his brow furrowed, and he said, "Who are you to question the ways of my mistresses?"
Oh, I don't question anything. I'm just simply curious. It's interesting to see a bit of an amalgamation be so, I don't know, I would never have thought that if I hadn't seen you. So it's very masterful skill. I have not learned any such thing. One of my companions that I traveled with at some point, definitely deals with more of the like necromantic side of things. This is a form of
necromancy.
No,
I'm the old lady.
I'm
necromancy. You claim that we are necromancers?
No, I'm saying that somebody I traveled with is a necromancer. I would never. You are giving life. You are not removing it and generating a.
And then, Miss Calypso lady, she says, "I think you need to leave."
Oh, okay. I mean, we can happily see ourselves out. I'm just wanting to learn. I'm skilled in the magical arts, so it's I enjoy learning all the different kinds. Well, it has been very lovely. I'm gonna call stomp on Little's foot. It's been very lovely being here. I do agree. I do think we should be on our way. Mishra, don't you agree?
You see Mishra go. And all of a sudden you start smelling apple pie.
Do we smell apple pie or just them?
You kind of smell it wafting on the wind.
Oh no.
I kind of look at Endurance and I'm like,
Crooked, you smell
Endurance and Mishra, and I'm like, guys, I don't think that's apple pie.
Do you smell
I got bad
apple
feeling.
pie?
Yeah.
Was that the signal? I don't remember.
There was a signal?
There was like 5 of them, I think.
Oh, no. I don't know what to do. What do we do?
Oh no.
It was either that, it was either little yelling basically to come in, or it was Taylor Swift or something.
Who is Taylor Swift?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
That's Little's deity. It's not Ray Loon. It's Taylor Swift.
That's Ogma.
Oh
come on.
god, oh,
Taylor
Taylor Swift. Jeez
Ogma's a
Louise.
Swiftie.
Canon. This is canon.
Ogma's the one that, like, when she's like, I thought the plane was going down. How'd you turn it around? And the plane goes fucking over the stadium.
Oh my god. Who are we with? Are you with Krogan and Maynard, or are we with us
You guys
three?
leave. You guys walk out.
Yes, I'm like kind of ushering, like, thank you, been very kind, you're good, very hospitable. I'm just like booking it.
Misha follows you, and she's like staring at the rabbit man as she's walking out. And what are Krogan and Maynard doing?
Kind of round in the corner right there and see him coming out. I'm just like,
He's like,
How'd it go? How'd it go?
nope, that wasn't the signal.
and so I'm gonna shuffle very quickly off of their porch and in your general direction.
All right, you guys creep back to near the well.
So?
Well, that was horrifying. Enlightening, but horrifying. We learned a lot. So it turns out, so it is the confirmation basically that Ikije is the same being that we saw in Buddy's vision that one time. And what Buddy was seeing was a prophecy that they are very, very familiar with, where Ikije and Kayadva, who is a gatekeeper, sounds like a sort of gatekeeping figure between the elders, which are the old gods of Califast, or originally from Akhenaut, and the ancients. And apparently there is this prophesized battle where Ikije, apparently according to the witches who worship him, not biased, is supposed to defeat Kayadva, and the elders are supposed to be brought back to their former glory. So, interesting, not the most pleasant sounding thing. And they also refer to Kayadva as the Red Knight. So it's another term for her, I guess. They also showed a symbol. I'll kind of like get a stick and like trace out the symbol that she showed. Do you recognize this, Maynard?
Do I? No, I don't.
This is the symbol they explained. I think they were chanting everything as the one. So Little recognized it to some extent. She had seen it before and said it was kind of like the symbol of Califast, like one of their, symbols, best for the best of my wording. That is obviously very sacred to the witches. And they didn't really elaborate much on it. They just were into chanting, and I noticed their eyes were very glazed over, almost like they were somehow interconnected or channeling something. It was very ominous. But yes, am I missing anything? I was writing down as quick as I could.
No, I think you got it.
Okay.
Nothing else? That's all?
Yeah, we would have stayed a little bit longer, but tensions were getting a little high. I said the word necromancy, and that really freaked them out. So
let's pretend she didn't forget any details or anything at all. So
yes.
Oh,
yes.
Ysrae is an elder?
Yes. Sorry, I was forgetting something. I was like, I'm forgetting something. I can't remember.
I was half looking at other lore things that I was trying to remember. So go on.
Yes, Ysrae is an elder apparently. So, and that one who they say has no worshippers. They call Ysrae the Balancer.
No hoes.
No.
Oh my god. But yes.
They also called Ysrae something else.
The treacherous one? Yes. So Balancer and the treacherous one. Interesting how those two things.
Sense.
That's what I thought. That you don't think those two things could coexist, but somehow they are. So that's interesting. Makes you want to do more diving into that. I would have stayed longer, but the energy was very, very twisted in that room. And the man they have in there, not really a man. He's an amalgamation of things. A man, maybe a halfling that was sort of mixed with a rabbit, who has a rabbit's head, and he was formed from bone and fur. So he was not entirely I mean, he was a thing, but I don't really know how much he is there. He seemed very loyal, so I don't know. I don't. It didn't seem like it would be a save me situation, so I don't really know how to feel about that. But yes, they were a very interesting bunch, as to be expected, and yes, we learned Ysre is an elder. So
That's a lot of good, solid information.
yes, lots of holes that are being filled in, which I
Wow.
appreciate. Yes, so interesting information.
I mean, that's a big
yeah.
deal if,
No.
you know, the elders are coming back, right?
I know, is given the elders are apparently very real. We saw one conjure in front of us. They did say that that is them, their kind of way of communing. There wasn't told that there was a way that Ikage, where they like spoke to them or anything. It was very much like a ritualistic thing, which makes sense. It's the older gods. You can't speak with them easily, I would imagine. I don't know about Kayadba though. It seems that would be a good Kayadba being the enemy of Ikage. Interesting bit of information there. Don't really know what's up with them. So they didn't really.
Go ahead.
They didn't seem to be fond of Kayadba at all. That is for sure. That she's the mortal enemy of theirs, I would say. So.
Yes, I mean, protecting the barrier is good, right? Do you have any knowledge? What would happen if these elders broke through to the ancients?
Rolls and Emma check.
I'll let you decide. I mean, you don't really have any knowledge past that.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm really not super educated on their religion, but all I know is just I know when religion has dark intentions, and if there's not dark intentions, there's dark things that you have to do or have to be done in order for certain manifestations to happen. And their religion just gave me very, I don't know, but that the whole vibe in there was just very much like a vengeful kind of feeling. So whatever is going to happen, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, it didn't really give me the warm fuzzies either. It seems very. Obviously, we're dealing with very ancient beings, not maybe ancients themselves, but beings that apparently predate them. They also were not obviously fond of the ancients and I believe they called them something along the line of like imposters, like that they took the glory of the elders, and they were very unhappy with the people of Caliphast, who they say abandoned their elders in favor of.
Or the Aconauts they abandoned.
Yes, the Aconauts.
Yeah.
They abandoned their elders in favor of the more modern deities, so to speak. So, yes, very interesting information. Very useful. I'm glad we went. I'm glad it also did not turn into a bloodbath, which I was partially expecting. But yeah, we have a good footing underneath us now about this whole situation. It's curious, to be sure.
Speaking of a bloodbath, how does this have it? Like, what could we think of? Like, why was Samred covered in blood? And that Ikage figure was what we saw, right, in the portal.
Believe so. I believe so. Yeah, that tracks. I don't know.
I mean, I don't. Oh shoot! What if all that blood came from Kayadba?
That's what I was thinking. That's
Do you
where
remember
I
the
was.
vision?
No.
The vision, like That
Buddy's mind,
the people, the
just
two
that
fighting.
they were fighting.
Yes.
but they were fighting next to what?
I don't know if I wrote that down.
Oh crap.
Yep, Jerry Barnes.
Hmm?
Yep,
my God.
Barnes.
The way I took it, I was like, Jerry Barnes, interesting. Cities, okay, cities. Oh my god.
I didn't write anything about that.
Okay, well we can go back and listen to it in the future, but we don't have to right now.
Could you tell us?
I would like to go back and listen to it too, just to be sure I don't get it wrong. So I'm pretty sure what it
Okay.
is, but anyway.
Can you say it now and then we retroact it later?
That's a lot
Okay,
more
well-
editing.
I'm pretty sure it was a lake of blood.
Ooh.
You're fighting by a lake of blood.
Ooh. That does kind of ring a bell.
I might have to go back later just to like double check, but I think
Okay.
that's what it was.
So, well, hey, we can also chalk it up to us trying to remember it because we've seen a lot.
Yeah, there you go.
If
Well, so-
we,
If this was showing real time,
Mhm.
then potentially the fight has either happened or is still happening, and the portal is how to get to the fight.
It does seem that way now that I think about it, and they seem very convinced that Ikage is going to win, but that might also be because Ikage is their chosen deity, obviously. So I would hesitate to say that either Ikage or Kayadva has been killed, because I do assume that either they would know either way, and they implied that both were very much alive. And I would think that having a direct line to Ikage, they would know. So I would assume that the fight was either continually going or about to happen, possibly, but it does very much seem like it's already underway. Especially given what we saw over Samred.
So, then why would Madir Shashikar want to open a portal to where that fight is happening?
Maybe.
Or is she letting in
Possibly.
this Ikage?
That's what I was wondering. Maybe she took a side. Maybe she was for. I would assume that it does seem like she would be taking Ikage's side because Kayadha seems the more. Not that we know a whole lot about Kayadha, but
Just a refresher on the lore you saw in the Sightless's temple in
mhm,
the old Dominion. There was a time of great prosperity in the old Kirjani Dominion.
mhm,
Great prosperity until one day Kayadva appeared and did a lot of damage, like sunk half of it into the ocean.
mm,
And then in response, Madir Shashikar, the great hero, created the Godslayer and destroyed Kayadva.
Oh yeah.
mm.
And so that was their whole kind of thing.
Mm.
So she created it to go there and destroy him?
Kayadva was very present in the physical world when it destroyed.
Well, why did she make the God Slayer? Did we see the God Slayer? Was it not the thing that opened the portal?
It was.
Yeah.
So
And we
why would she make that?
What did the Godslayer even do, guys?
It opened a portal?
That was very convincing. Okay, what we saw when the portal opened, we saw the figure that we believe looked like Ikage in there, correct? Or do we not know? I remember it being like a kind of glowy, ominous figure because it shredded.
It was the description of the figure.
Okay. So, what we know is that Madira Shashikar defeated Kayadva in the
So-
physical world. Is that what's rumored? Like is that what's like accepted as fact?
Nobody really knows. I mean, they just know that she was the one that created the Godslayer engine, and somehow the Godslayer engine killed Kayadva.
It's the Godslayer engine.
Kayadva's dead, then are the elders not free?
Maybe she's not dead? Or maybe she came back? I don't know. We don't have any... Who was it that was kind of perpetuating the... I mean, was it just like people in general that have knowledge say that Madira Shashikar killed Kayadva with the Godslayer? Or is that like... I'm trying to figure out if this is like a
Nobody else-
religious thing.
Yeah, nobody else told you that story other than what you found out from the wall paintings.
Starting to think this could be a situation of religious bias. Maybe, this Godslayer supposedly killed Kayadva, but if Kayadva had fallen, then the gateway between the ancients and the elders would have been broken and all chaos would have been freed. So that hasn't happened. So Kayadva either was wounded, retreated back into some different realm, or those stories are false, which also puts into question this whole destroying of Kirajani, because I remember that, like that being a thing where we're like, it seems easy to paint Kayadva as the more, I don't know, I hesitate to say good, but between Ikije and Kayadva, it seems like Kayadva is defending this barrier between chaos and relative peace, so...
Right.
I don't know. I don't really know what to make of it, honestly. It's very odd. But... This is interesting. Well, it just seems to me like we can't trust everything we hear, for sure. Especially if it's things learned by the followers of one particular being. I mean, I do think that the witches gave us accurate information, but they're clearly biased in Ikaje's favor, so I don't know.
And does this have anything to do with the turmoil going on in Nelia's realm?
That's
Somehow
what I was
the elders
wondering.
infiltrated?
That is what I was wondering. There's also something I would have asked if I had not gotten threatened after speaking the word necromancy. That is maybe... Oh, I see what you're saying. So, possibly... Maybe that barrier came down... there's supposedly this gateway. I'm not sure if it's like a literal gate or if this is more like a metaphorical gate. But if that gate were to have been breached at some point, not even necessarily permanently, maybe an elder could have taken Nelia's place, or at least influenced somehow. That would explain some of the chaos with with Rayloon and Nelia and all of that. That just seems very coincidental if it doesn't have anything to do with each other. And Azamintis and all of that, it just seems, following, Nelia seeming to have, been okay with all of this when historically Nelia would not have anything to do with it. Very odd.
This also makes me trust Mask even less. Because his little son, that Sheldrake kid, was one of the ones trying to open this portal.
Very true. Yes. I don't know. This is calling a lot into question. I do kind of wish we could that Moon Gardener, Electius, his role in this is very interesting to me. Because I feel, I don't know, this is just very odd. Because he would be, I know it would take a cleric and a specific sort of ritual to be able to get into Nelia's realm, but I would hesitate to even want to do that until we know for sure what we're stepping into, because we could step into something way over our heads and not even know if it's Nelia's realm anymore. It could be an elder's realm that's masquerading as her, which is a horrifying thought. And would that imply that the Moon Gardeners had been enslaved? This is all very I don't know. So, a
Well-
lot of food for thought.
Watch as Mishra's eyes have glazed over. She's like,
Me too, Mishra. Oh.
can we go to sleep now?
I mean, sure, I'll probably be up for a couple hours staring at the stars thinking about this. But yes, I do think rest is a good idea.
I mean, there's a lot of unknowns that we should
Yes.
be thinking about, and just
Yes.
ask the council when we get back, and also
Mhm.
maybe look out for people who are knowledgeable on this subject.
Yes, I agree. More info, the better. Well, yes, I will be thinking about this for a minute. Me. Like, it's like blood coming out of my nose.
So, Mishra, fast asleep.
Music change. Ooh. I will. Endurance is just kind of like, I don't know, like sarcophagus pose, kind of like staring at the sky, just thinking. She eventually falls asleep, but it just takes a while.
I'll keep
first
watch.
Nice.
Little walks over and stretches and gets at the feet of Mishra and curls up in a ball.
Oh, so cute, so cute. I'll take second watch after Maynard.
Okay. Krogan, what you doing, man?
Is there a third watch?
Sure. Third watch. Alright. You guys get through the night effectively. Good rest, and nothing kills you in the night.
How comforting.
You do hear some kind of scary noises in the distance, but nothing kills you. You wake up the next morning feeling rather refreshed.
All right. Maynard, you got Featherfall now?
I've got it.
Good. Sounds like we're gonna need it. All right. Well, I think we want to maybe get to the Underdark sooner rather than later, seeing as those witches could decide that they don't like us anymore and want to smite us from the earth. So, all in favor of going to the Underdark?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Aye!
Then I say let's go.
All right.
Aye.
So we're gonna have to do this rather quick because we all need to be falling at the same time.
All right.
Let's all stand on the edge. And
Jump!
no,
She
not
jumps.
okay. Let's go.
Rook in there, and he's like, "All right, let's." And she just jumps.
Mishra casts, I'm sorry, Maynard casts Featherfall.
No, I don't actually.
Nice. You guys just plummet towards us.
Cast it on
Silly.
myself
Oh
only.
no.
Damn.
Alright, so you guys all
This whole
jump in.
time.
And you float down, and it kind of takes a while. And you watch as Mishra kind of like kicks her legs back and does this number right here. Look at me, guys.
Nice.
I'm going to cast
4 feet.
light on my sword.
Nice.
Hold it out.
Little attempts to like crawl down the side of the chasm or whether she's like ooh, ooh. She's like backwards
God.
climbing down and then eventually slips.
Slips. Oh no.
My sword is like a blue lightsaber.
Ooh,
Nice.
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 So, Mishra kind of like looks up as you guys are like a couple feet ahead of her, and she looks down, and it's really dark underneath her, and she's like, wait, no, it's too dark down here. Wait, no. And then
Oh
you
no.
listen as like she kind of like hits
Oh no.
some water.
Oh god.
And you guys kind of all descend, and you find yourselves about halfway up your shin deep in some really icky, smelly water. And Mishra is like landed in it because she was like kind of kicked back midair. And she
Ew.
lands in it completely, and she just like looks around and looks at you guys. She's just like, and she like scrambles really quickly over to like the side, and she's like, Maynard, prestidigitation me right now.
All right, stand still.
And so she gets clean, and then she casts the apple pie around herself.
Apple pie. Smart.
You guys are at the bottom of the cistern.
What do I see around me?
What's the range of light?
Till the spell ends, the object sheds bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay, so this is a very large cistern, but your light does completely illuminate it. Just the far edges are kind of within the far reaches of your light. But you do see the 3 kind of passageways branching off from it. And you do see the plaques that Endurance had mentioned on the walls.
The helmet on and go up and touch them so I can read it.
Nice.
Okay, so the center one says Greater City Sewer. The one on the left says Western Sewer to outside of town, and the right one says sewage to upper town.
Did she tell us which way to go?
So in your map, you don't exactly know. So Renindon is Renindon is down there in the Underdark. She marked it on your map, but you don't exactly think you have ended up in Renindon quite yet.
Okay.
But like these passageways.
The best one is probably the main one.
Greater City.
Greater, that's what I was gonna say. I'm hoping the greater city in question is Renindon. Hopefully.
I guess so. I don't know.
I would hope. Sounds like we don't really have a whole lot of options, and I'd prefer that than the other two don't sound very specific. I say it's worth a shot. I mean, it's greater city, so we just know we're going towards civilization, and hopefully we meet some people who are willing to talk, and we can say that an emissary came, and hopefully it's simple.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
You guys choose to travel through the sludge, or do you choose to travel upon the side path?
Side path, please.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So you all kind of pull yourselves out of the muck, and you're all kind of nasty and gross and icky. So you guys continue down this path. What is the marching order?
I guess I'll go first since I've got the light.
I'll go second. I have pretty good dark vision.
Little will be behind Endurance. Oh,
Mine
okay.
four.
All right. Little fights Krogan.
Little fights Krogan.
Gosh.
Okay. So, you guys kind of walk forward, and you also notice what Endurance had described. There are some like stalagmites kind of coming off the top. You notice some fungi, and as you go deeper, you notice it more and more. So perception check.
Ooh. Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Perception.
Ooh, hell yeah, I'm rolling so good tonight, guys. Make it up for last time. Let's see.
Fiddle got 18.
That is a hold on. I think I am
24.
Yes, I got a 24 as well.
24.
What?
Okay. So as you guys are walking forward, you notice that it seems like part of the side path has kind of like been damaged at some point by something very large, or maybe just by something by time. You don't really know, but it kind of sinks low, and it looks like it's kind of getting some of the water from the side is kind of like leaking up, and it's just like it looks disgusting. It's like almost like thick, and it's very like dark, kind of. You don't really know what's in it. It's icky looking.
Ooh.
Thick and
Oh.
dark.
I'll point that out. Be like, there is a very ominous looking liquid over here. It's
Very thick.
It is. It's very nasty looking. I wouldn't step in it. Is it like, can you get around it, or is like you have to go through it?
I mean, like all of the water is kind of that consistency, but that's just like a spot where it is like up on the side, just because it looks like the side has been damaged. Has like sunk in with time.
This looks like either time got to this thing or something very large, and I hope it is the first thing. This is Ugh. Comforting. I guess we press forward.
Well,
Experience worse.
Well,
You press forward. Maynard, you continue to walk through and you step foot into the gross looking puddle and you walk a few steps and all of a sudden you start to feel a stinging on the bottom of your feet.
Uh-oh.
Back
What's
up.
going on? What's going on?
Back up.
Oh, okay.
what? Why?
And you watch as the pool around you kind of starts to move and shift. And you watch as it kind of lifts up off of the
Water's
ground.
moving. Water's
and
up above.
It appears to be animated. And
Water's
here
animated?
you see it. You are walking through an ooze. And
Not
it
an
kind
ooze!
It kind of like congeals up into this form and it kind of pops up in front of you and it's just kind of moving its weird little tentacles around right in front of Maynard. Just with the faint blue light.
Hello.
Roll initiative.
Ah, damn it! I knew it. The ooze. 15.
Okay.
Oozes
9.
are nasty.
They are. They be nasty. Ooh, cool soundtrack.
Damaging things. Does Maynard know about oozes?
I don't think he's ever encountered them. What the initiative?
15.
Okay.
9.
9,
5.
15, 9, 5. What do you get, Maynard?
20.
20.
Nice.
Alright, Maynard, first up.
Okay. I'm going to
Cast an intelligence check if you want to. Or a
Hold on,
nature.
no.
Probably a nature.
see if I know about them.
Sure.
I don't think so.
Okay.
11.
No. Just that they're icky.
Hold on, let's see. Crap. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to attack it.
Okay. What are you doing?
First attacks with booming blade.
Nice.
That's a 15 to hit.
That does hit. Oh, actually, yeah, that does hit, duh.
The bonus action to my other attack, natural 20.
Nice.
So the first one is gonna be. I need to split up damage.
Yeah.
So 11 slashing on the first one,
Mhm.
and 8 thunder damage. And then
Okay,
on the
11.
second one, we've got 11 slashing.
Okay. So, you just kind of hack and slash this thing, and it like gets stuck on your blade as you hack and slash through it. And you kind of slash it into oblivion until it kind of dissipates. But you look at your sword and you notice it is just riddled with pockmarks.
No.
Yep.
So what is the effect to it?
Alright. Permanently and cumulative -1 penalty to damage rolls. If it drops to -5, the weapon is destroyed.
Negative to all damage or damage and attack?
After dealing damage, the weapon takes a permanent and cumulative -1 roll to damage rolls.
Alright, cool.
Alright. So, you also notice that there is one kind of like slithering out of the waters and kind of like making its way onto the side of on the side behind you guys,
Ooh.
near the back of the party.
Okay.
Next up, it is, I believe, Endurance's turn.
All right, I am, because I just realized I needed to add a, once I reached level 9, I got to add a cantrip. So I am going to use a new cantrip I have called Thunderclap. So I'm going to cast it, so I am at the, it's not the most amazing thing, but I just want to try it because I've not done it before. So actually, hold on. So I'm gonna kind of like scurry up in front of Maynard so I don't like hit him with this. Oh, well, what is the range? Okay, 5 feet. Perfect. Thunderclap, the range is 5 feet. I'm basically gonna direct it at the ooze. I'm going to create a burst of thunderous sound. Each creature within range, aka it, must make a Constitution saving throw or take thunder damage. I will roll for the damage.
It rolled a 16 for its Constitution save.
Damn it! It beats it. It beats it. Okay. So it takes half damage, which is not gonna be that impressive, but I just kind of want to see what this does. So it's gonna be really pitiful, actually. Oh, okay. Well, 4. Wow, 4.
Okay. So it does look like you did some damage to it, and it is kind of like ripples as you kind of throw this thunder wave towards it. And next up it is, I believe, Little's turn.
Little, you there?
How far from one of the creatures?
You're pretty close to it. It's right behind you. Hello? I can't hear you.
Oh.
Uh-oh. No!
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So my main bitches, Ball, Gond, and Laviadar, start circling around this. They flit around him. So they have to do a saving throw, and then if not, 3d8 damage. Let me roll real quick.
What kind of Oh, this is Spiritual Guardians.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
What Constitution save you said? Okay, yeah, we
Uh-oh.
failed.
One.
No!
Oh no. Wait.
So how much
Wait,
damage is that
wait.
total?
That 5? Sit or wait. Is that 6? Anyway, not good.
How much damage total?
3d8. And then if it fails a Constitution saving check, it's half damage.
Yeah, so how much damage did you roll?
Oh, let me do that. Where's my 8? Ooh,
Wait, what did you just roll?
Oh, I just rolled for. Oh wait, no. He has to roll the saving. Oh.
Yeah, and I
Oh.
failed it. So what's the damage?
Okay, so 7, 8,
Okay.
2.
So 17? Okay. 17 damage to this
Radiant.
guy. Yeah, so you your little flitting spirits go to town and freaking take this thing out and shred it, and it just kind of disintegrates into like actual liquid and oozes.
Nice.
Okay,
water.
so the
Good
last
job.
one to hit him is Laviadar, the goddess of pain, and
Mhm.
she makes it suffering.
Suffering.
Nice, I like it. Okay. So you guys kind of begin to hear something, and you look at the wall, and there's a small hole in the wall, and you watch as this like yellowish jelly begins to seep through the side. It's actually going to make its attack.
Oh god.
So it's going to kind of jump out right next to Krogan. We'll say it jumps out next to Krogan. It is going to attack Krogan. Krogan!
He said on the Discord to skip him or play for him if you get to him.
I've got his thing
Okay.
here.
It's okay. We can have it attack endurance.
Nice. Thanks, Krogan. Thanks.
Alright. Let's see here. Ooh, I don't think it hits. It was an 8 to hit.
I know it does not.
Does not hit. But it is now It's probably Mishra's turn actually. So Mishra is going to do. Let's see. It's probably got disadvantage. So 6. And yeah, she does hit it. So 12, 15, 21, 26, and then bow damage. So she does 28 damage to this thing. So she immediately like,
Dang.
snipes it, sneak attacks it, and it just kind of falls away as well.
Nice.
Down the hall in front of you, Maynard, you begin to hear like this, like,
Oh no.
and you kind of watch as like the water begins to move a little, but you can't really like tell what it is.
Oh dear.
Back at the top of the round, it
Krogan
is.
didn't go.
Yeah, because he's not here. So
I can go. I can roll for him.
too bad. He can do it when he comes back.
Oh no.
Alright, Maynard's turn.
Do I see this thing?
Roll a perception check.
Oh dear.
Or I'm sorry. Yeah, perception check.
Oh, 18.
Nice.
You see, yes, you do see. There is a massive gelatinous cube in front of you.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
It is kind of
Massive.
taking up the width of this area.
How far away is it?
It's probably like 20 feet away from you.
20 feet. Oh, my sword is doo-doo now. I want to cast. Yeah, it is completely dark in here beside my light. Okay, so it's 20 feet away. I'm gonna back up 5 feet.
Okay.
Drop my sword.
Mm.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna summon Shadow Blade. And if I run up right next to it, I should be 25 feet away from my sword in dim light from my other sword. Right?
Okay.
Thus, I can see and have advantage because of Shadow Blade, because I'm in dim light.
Okay,
Right?
fine.
Right?
Fine. Yeah, you're right.
Makes sense?
You're crazy. Go on.
15.
To hit, it does hit.
Oh, thank
Ooh,
goodness.
nice.
Second attack. Oh my gosh! I have advantage. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Damn.
13.
Damn.
13 also hits. Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wow.
I'm gonna action surge and go ahead and do the other attacks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. That hits. And that one would hit too. Okay, so they all hit. So
Okay,
this
so
is
what's all the
doing.
damage?
This is gonna do psychic damage. Right. Yeah. So first one does 21 psychic damage.
Okay.
Second one does 13 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Third one does 19 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fourth one does
Butterfly.
21 psychic damage.
All right. It's not dead yet, but
Oh!
I mean, you did do a good bit of damage to it. It looks
Fuck
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
almost in consistency. Anyway,
Ooh, ew, gross.
all right. So that was that turn. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, its initiative was better. Okay. Endurance, what'd you roll for initiative, you said?
What did I
Your
roll?
initiative was like 9,
Fif-
wasn't it? Oh, 15.
15. Yeah, it was
And
15.
then Little's was 9. Okay.
Yes.
Endurance, you can go.
All right. I am going to cast. Why did I just had it up? Oh my god. 1 second. Okay, the third. That's why I couldn't find it. I am going to walk up to that little motherfucker and stay a good distance away, and I'm going to cast Call Lightning down onto it.
What's the save?
So it has to make a dex save.
Okay.
Where is my freaking D10?
I believe it fails.
Nice. Okay. It looks like my D10. Okay. Here we go. Found it. Alright. So it takes, I'm going to upcast to the 4th level. So it's going to take 4d10 damage. Whatever that is. Okay. Woo. Woo. Okay. That is. It takes 20 damage even.
Ooh, 20 damage.
Yeah.
This thing is looking pretty dang hurt.
Oh,
Like,
Nice.
really hurt. Like, very hurt.
Nice.
Its consistency is getting thinner and thinner, and you notice the bottom of it is starting to melt a little.
kill it, Little.
Kill it,
Actually,
Little.
it's gonna be its turn, though.
No.
Oh no.
2 for 2.
Alright,
2 for 2.
So, it is going to use,
Oh, never mind.
it's gonna be, yeah. Let me see here. Alright, it's moving up to its speed. So it's going to be going through it's gonna be going through Maynard for sure. Little, how far, or I'm sorry,
Went through
Endurance,
me.
how far away are you? It's gonna try to. It's gonna try to engulf you.
Oh, shoot.
Endurance,
Damn.
how far away were you?
I was a little. I think at one point I stepped in front of Maynard, but I don't know if Maynard came in front of me. I would imagine
I ran up against it.
Okay, so I'd imagine I'd be maybe 10 feet away ish.
Perfect. It's gonna try to engulf both of you.
Damn it. Okay.
Alright. I need you to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Great. I've gotten eaten by too many things in my life, truly. Oh, not one. Kill me now.
My war magic thing to give myself +4.
FML.
to help. 10.
FML.
10? No, y'all both fail.
Alright.
The cube swallows both of you up.
Somebody kill it.
Okay. So y'all are gonna be taking 3d6 acid damage. Alright, y'all take 9 acid damage each.
Okay. That's not terrible.
So yes, there it is. Alright, Little, your turn.
Kill it,
Okay,
Little.
so
Kill it,
I'm
Little.
going to do insect plague. And he so a bunch of
So you still have spiritual.
That's what I was about to say.
guardians,
Spirit guardians.
So it
oh
will,
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So can I roll with spirit guardians again?
Yeah, you can just like run up to it and hit it with spirit.
Oh
guardians.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 3.
Oh wait,
Two.
is it a Constitution saving throw it has to make?
Yes.
No, it's wisdom.
No, it's Constitution. She said.
Is
Oh.
it? Oh.
No, I think it's
She just
wisdom.
said it was. What does it say on there, Little?
I think it's a Constitution saving throw. I just have it written on my paper saving throw, but let me look at my paper real quick.
I'll look it up. Mr. Rolls.
I can find it faster than you.
I mean, it's gonna. I would much rather it be wisdom because it would probably have a terrible wisdom.
Than wisdom.
It's a wisdom.
Wisdom.
saving
That's
throw.
why I have written on my paper.
It's a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah. Y'all have much
No,
better
let me
chances
see.
with that.
Let me see.
All right, it did roll a 15 though, but
No.
Wisdom is -2.
Nice.
So,
Oh my
13.
god.
It fails.
You love to see
Yeah.
it. Oh,
Okay.
damage.
All right.
All right.
Roll your damage.
So 4, 6,
Nice.
8,
Oh.
and so that's just with the spirit guardians. So if they're still alive, I'm gonna do insect plague, and then with a bonus action, I'm gonna do healing word for. Oh, can I do just one person?
So let's start with the spirit guardians.
I'm getting
So-
ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of
No,
myself.
no, no, you're fine. Okay, so you get close to it, and the radiant damage just begins to burn through the gelatinous cube, and you watch as it melts down and
Nice.
reveals your friends again, as well as some other unfortunate things that it has swallowed.
Ooh.
And everything just kind of lands on the floor as the like ooze seeps and drains into the main part of the sewer.
Starts like slapping off her arms, like burning.
Casting prestidigitation on me.
Ugh.
Is that all of them?
Please tell me it was just the one.
You guys kind of look around. It looks to be safe now.
I need to stop getting eaten by things.
What's in this pile of junk that it dropped?
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
was gonna ask.
So you see like the body of a gnoll that has been like disintegrated, and it has this very very degraded like curved blade, but it looked like it was very well constructed at one time. It's pretty thinned out and damaged now, but it does look like a nice object.
Is it magical?
Arcana
Probably
check.
not. Natural 1.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm gonna assume probably not, since the acid affected it.
What the heck?
Gasp.
What do you mean, Sawyer? That's chicken.
Is it chicken? Wait. Let me look at it properly.
There's no way. Oh, it is.
Chicken.
What is this picture?
Chicken.
And also,
I'll
why is
take it
there
back.
hospital lubricant?
I take it back. Oh, just because I automatically put lube in my pocket every day just in case like I need it for
What?
like a catheter or something. What?
Oh,
For what? Girl dinner.
The lube
Oh
like
my
in my our laundry room, but I just
Nice.
out to get the alcohol pads and the lube.
Nice.
in there.
I'm so dead. What the heck?
Nice.
Okay, so you guys are left alone now in
Thank God.
the sewers.
Well, that was horrendous. Can we keep going? I'm a little paranoid that staying in one space for too long, there's any more of them showing up around here. Ugh.
Pick up
Maybe-
my sword and look at it. Is it like permanently?
you gotta
Oh
prestidigitate it.
no.
Well,
It's
hey,
like-
Maynard. Maybe there's a blacksmith in the city. I'll be able to fix it up for you.
I want to go pick up the sword that was destroyed. You know, that was messed up.
Yeah, you pick it up.
Okay. Is it like broken or is
It
it
just looks like pockmarked
mangled?
and like it's been acidified.
Acidified?
Acidified.
Acidified.
Is it like a
It's
samurai
got a
sword?
badonk on it.
Yeah. This is the it's katana. The katana. But is it a samurai sword or is it a regular sword?
Kinda looks samurai swordy, man.
Ooh. Nice. Well, hey, who knows what we'll find in this city? Maybe there'll be a very talented Underdark blacksmith that can fix both of those up. Who knows?
Yes, I will take Reptar and I will use his mouth on the edge of the blade.
Ooh, toxin.
You
Love it.
put his mouth on the edge of the blade, and you're like, I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Oh, what?
I knew it.
Just for this?
Yeah.
No, you got this, Brogan. Kill it, Brogan.
No way. 14.
Okay. You very gently put Reptar's mouth on the blade, and you watch as there's just like a little bit of like, kind of like spittle.
Is there
looking
toxic
stuff.
sludge already on it?
I mean, it's already got acid on it, but he's like putting more spittle on it.
Ew.
Okay, so I'm not killing Reptar here.
You are,
I
though.
know.
You could have. You could have, but you didn't.
Okay, that's good.
Yay.
Oh god.
Oh,
Reptar
no.
comes out.
It's even more dangerous.
Oh my god.
That's cool. Do I get like? So what's the damage on this one?
I mean, the sword itself looks pretty brittle, but it looks like you've covered it in poison, so or
Nice.
toxin, as it were.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Sounds good.
Nice.
Nice.
Venom,
Alright.
as it were.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's next? Where are we going?
I guess we keep moving. I'm very keen to get out of this tunnel.
I can't see in the dark.
I've
Yeah.
got the light right here.
You get the front, I guess. Then.
Right.
Sounds
So,
good.
you guys
Formation.
keep walking for a good while. You see, it's very well constructed, but you are getting noticeably more like stalagmites, fungi infiltrating the area. And eventually, you get to a very large opening, and it looks like this is where it's draining into. You see multiple pipes draining into this large area. It looks like It looks like you're opening into like this area where almost like the Underdark has swallowed up part of the sewer, and it's just kind of all draining into this pit below. You see there are rock formations kind of all around, and you do see on the other side there is like a manhole with a ladder sticking down.
That looks
So-
promising.
The flow is going towards the way we're going.
Hold on.
I don't trust many
That
holes, but
doesn't
I
make
trust
sense,
this
does
one.
it?
Guys, are we going down
Yes?
the hole?
It doesn't
Yes.
matter. Point is, the flow is coming from this direction, let's say. I don't know. This doesn't make sense. Water flow! Help!
I was just gonna ask because if it was coming behind us and it stopped right here, if the city was actually the other way.
Anyway, point is, there's a manhole and a ladder up ahead, and this is like a little waterfall area.
Looks promising. Well, sign of life, I guess.
Do we want to maybe check, make sure it's not trapped?
It's a good idea, I would say. I don't really trust. It's very unusual terrain down here, so that's smart.
I will investigate for traps on the
I will
manhole.
cast guidance on him. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you don't see any traps.
Oh, just roll.
Not even with the guidance. What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Gotta roll.
Roll perception checks, though.
Okay.
Guided.
3 on. You get a 3 plus 3.
Nice.
And I rolled a whoa.
Damn it.
I rolled a 26 in perception. So
9.
I'll be
24.
here in
Is it a
colors.
natural 20, though?
No, it's
12.
18.
All right.
12.
26.
9.
So it kind of like looks like part of the sewer just kind of like sunk down right here a little bit. So you look into the pit, and it's honestly not that deep, and the waterfall's not that huge either. Probably like
Not
5
that
feet
deep.
down. Not that deep.
It's not that deep, you guys.
The pit's not that deep.
And on the other side, I mean, you even notice that the sewer like continues. Just look like it kind of sunk down right here.
Interesting.
So should I look out the manhole?
I think that would be a good idea.
Raise it up slowly.
Well, you have to
Peek
go
out.
up to the ladder first. The ladder's like on the kind of in the middle of the room.
Climb the ladder first, and then peek out.
You are on the ladder when all of a
No.
sudden, like as you're looking up, kind of climbing it, getting to the manhole, you look at one of the. I mean, you don't really see what happens, but all of a sudden you feel something like grip your ankle, and it like starts pulling you, and you are surprised.
Oh no.
You
Didn't
look up
see it with that
ahead.
26.
Nope, it rolled a nat 20. For stealth. So
Ooh. Damn. Damn.
Ah!
Oh no. Wilhelm scream.
you guys look over and you see this
Oh.
creature kind of take shape from a stalagmite that
Oh,
was
God.
hanging from the ceiling right next to Maynard, and it reaches out with one of its tentacles, and we're
Oh,
going to
no.
do a nice little attack.
It's a penis monster.
That's
Okay.
low-key the first thing that came to my mind too. Oh my god, I was like, interesting stalagmite.
Okay,
Mm.
so
Why
let's
you
see.
got a
Does
mouth, though?
a 17 or 18 or okay, that's a nat 20. It makes for attacks
What?
against tendrils.
Oh my god.
What's your AC?
Me?
Yeah.
23.
Woo.
First two attacks don't hit. That one was a nat 20, so that one hits. And the last one doesn't hit. So it's gonna make a tendril attack on you.
Oh,
I need you to make a strength
No.
saving
No.
throw.
Did it hit me?
I love you so
Yeah,
much, but feel
It
back
rolled
off.
a 27.
Dude, what
So
was
it's
it?
It
Do I
was a
get
nat 20.
Okay, so I get a chance to do a reaction?
I mean, you're surprised.
I
What are
mean,
the conditions
we
of
don't know. We
surprised?
didn't roll initiative.
Conditions of surprised.
So usually the surprise round, everybody rolls initiative, and only that creature gets to go. But if it's past my turn, I get my reaction. But if it hasn't gotten to my turn before it attacks, I don't have a reaction.
Okay, roll initiative then.
Slay.
Probably not. So
2, damn it!
18.
Okay.
7.
Okay. It does beat you, Maynard.
All right, so I can't cast shield or anything.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna be
Buster?
I need a strength save.
I'm good at those, right? I'm good at
Everyone?
those.
Mhm.
It's just some random-
That's a 19.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
8.
All right, so it does not restrain you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Haha.
but it is also gonna bite you, or try to bite you, as it were. And that I don't think the bite hits. 7 + 8. That doesn't hit you, does it?
No.
Dang. All right, so it doesn't like really affect you at all.
The
All right,
tentacle didn't do
everybody
any
else.
damage.
Oh, I guess I forgot to. No, it doesn't. No.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, it only just tries to grapple.
Nice.
Question: how long has it been since we fought the ooze?
Probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Okay.
20
Damn
minutes.
it. Okay.
Great.
Definitely not an hour. Alright, so, it's Endurance's turn, because she's top of the...
Okay. 1 second. I am going to cast Light upon it. It must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Okay, 17.
Beats it, so it'll take half damage. Alright, it's going to take. Let me roll damage here. Hold on, I should always be losing my d8. Alright, let's see. So that's how many. Man, that's
What's
a lot of
everybody
damage.
else's, initiative? I'm sorry, I needed to write that down.
Mine was 8, I think.
8. Okay.
Oh wait, no, mine was 2.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay. What was yours, Krogan?
Sorry, what was it?
What was your initiative?
Initiative.
Hmm.
I think it was 15.
Okay, so then that'll be next.
And something. Yeah, I guess.
Sounds right.
Sounds right.
Sorry, I'm still rolling over here.
No, you're fine.
Whew. Whoa. Okay, so it takes, dear God, it takes 23 damage. It's half.
Damn.
It's half.
Nice.
So
it would've been 46.
11. That'll be.
Oh, no, no.
already
Sorry,
halved
it
That's
was.
halved.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was going to take
rolled
46
really well.
damage. Light is
Jeez.
a really nice spell. I don't be using
Oh,
it
man.
a lot, but.
It did not like that, especially down here. So
yeah.
then it's gonna be Krogan's turn.
Okay. So now I will attack it.
You might have to run up to it, and
But-
kind of do a little jump or something.
Are you guys on roll d20? I'm sorry, I
Nah,
haven't gotten on there yet.
we're just kind of
Off the dome.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Okay. Well, I'm gonna run up and jump and hit it. With actually, well, I guess I could hit it with
Can
that
you use
sword,
Reach's
but I feel like
axe?
yeah, I'm gonna hit him with my axe.
Your fancy
Um,
axe.
Roll to hit. Give me a moment.
Reaches.
Reaches hammer. You mean?
Yeah. Sorry, the hammer.
Yeah.
No.
15 to hit.
That. Ooh, unfortunately, that does not hit.
Dang. That's catastrophic.
I know. Very sad. You got 2 attacks.
Oh, and then a rage. Or I've got 2 attacks. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with the hammer again. 30 to hit.
Woo.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. See here. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna go for damage. 13 damage.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Nice. What's math? What's math?
Oh no.
Got it. I got math. Boom. Okay. Next up, so Krogan sees this thing attacking poor Maynard and comes up. It's like, "Hua!" and runs and jumps and swings once, doesn't hit, but then tries to smack it from the side, and you smack one of its disgusting tentacles.
Nice.
Smush it right against the roof of the cave.
Nice.
It hates it. Next up is its turn again. It is going to try to attack Krogan. So the first one is what is number 13 to hit? Second one was a nat 20. Third one was 16. Last one was 22. What's your AC?
I see it. I think it's like 15.
Okay, so that would mean 3 of them hit you.
It's 15.
Okay, so it's gonna use its tendrils against you 3 times, so I'm gonna need 3 different strength saving throws.
Okay.
I think you have advantage because you're raging
Yep.
on
Alright.
all of them.
Alright, I got 28 for strength saving throw. I got 28 for strength saving throw. I got 19 for strength saving throw.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry, what were those numbers? I was reading
28,
this.
28, 19.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Alright. I misread this, but I'll let it go this time. Technically, you should be restrained, and I shouldn't let you be able to do it till next round, but it's
Oh.
technically the same for Maynard, because I misread this.
You
But,
can do it
in
if
the
you
future.
want.
Okay.
I haven't done anything yet.
Sure. Alright. I'm sorry, but technically,
Sure.
because this does hit, it does restrain you. And you are gonna have, once you are restrained, you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
And attack
So-
rolls.
Yeah.
But I'll keep those numbers for next round. Ah.
Okay, so it grappled you, and then it's gonna pull you into it and try to like chomp on you.
Hmm.
Alright, so the chomp is only a 14 to hit. I don't think that hits you.
15.
Ooh, yeah, so you're too strong. You like reach your hands out as it like pulls you in, and you're like holding its mouth open, like,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and it can't quite chomp on you. Yeah,
Oh my
it
god.
can't quite chomp you, man. Okay,
Ugh.
so it's using 3 of its tendrils on you, and it only has 6 total. So there's that. All right, next up, it's Maynard's turn.
Are you sure?
You know what? I think I skipped
I have
Little.
7 initiative.
Yeah, no, because Little got a 2 and Mishra got like a 1.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So I am going to crap. Let's see. So I'm grabbed by it right now.
Technically, yes.
Restrained. So I'm going to. Yeah. I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet away
Sick.
and just cast Firebolt at it.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
Roll
Nice,
to
nice.
hit.
Yeah, that hits. That's 19 plus a lot. Plus
Okay, yeah, it does hit then.
Huh? So he takes, that's terrible, 11 fire damage.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I'm 30 feet away from him now. I'm just gonna
Okay.
stay there.
Okay. So let's see. You said 11 fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right. So it is grappling, and Krogan's up there trying to hold its mouth open, and you just like disappear out of one of its tentacles and shoot a firebolt, and it screeches, but it still has a grip on Krogan. Next up, it is Little's turn.
So, is there any way I can do an insect plague and not affect Krogan?
Nah, because he's like grappling by it right now.
Alrighty. So I'm going to do Oh, so I am going to cast banishment towards Krogan and move him to Krogan, where you want to go?
Anywhere outside of the. I want to go away from him. The stalactite monster.
So we're banishing Krogan to the stripper blimp on Just Cause 3.
Oh, that is so random, but you know.
What the heck
That's
kind of
okay.
reference is this? This is insane.
Who's playing Just Cause 3? That's the question.
I like Just Cause 3. Okay, so I'm gonna cast banishment and send him somewhere else, somewhere safe. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon on him, and I'm gonna choose my crossbow to start like float. Ow, Buster! What the fuck? Do my crossbow like comes like a little orb and like floats at him. 1d8. What the
I got
hell?
a problem for you. I got a problem. Banishment is a concentration spell, and so is Spirit Guardians.
Oh, can I still do Spirit Guardians?
Guardians would have faded by now. How long does it last?
So it would have faded, but I'm saying if she uses banishment, that's concentration. If she throws
But
up
she
another
said
Spirit
spiritual
Guardians.
weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon.
She can't do 2
okay.
spells and 1.
Yeah, you can't do 2 leveled spells. I'm sorry. You have to pick a. If you're gonna cast 1 spell, you have to use a cantrip as your bonus action.
Or you cast a bonus action spell, you can use cantrip action.
Oh, what?
What? Say again for the class Chitri.
So if you cast a spell as your action, you can't cast anything else as your bonus action. But if you casted a bonus action spell, you could then cast an action cantrip, but not anything higher than a cantrip.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, well then I'll take back the whole banishment thing. Let's just do inflict wounds. So I just like throw some daggers at him, and I think that's a melee spell saving
Melee.
throw 3d10.
So that means you're gonna need to roll to hit.
She's got to
Okay.
run up right next to it and touch it.
Oh,
Go touch it.
Come on. Ah!
Was that a good or a bad thing?
Two?
Two. No.
Doesn't hit. Sorry, you run up and touch it, and you're like, ha! And it just does nothing.
Boo.
Okay. Well, okay, y'all can't say that Little did not try.
She tried her darndest,
She tried
girl.
her
She tried her
damnedest.
She
darndest.
tried a
She
little.
really did.
Tried a little.
Oh. Alright, next it's Misha's turn.
Misha.
Misha will be getting sneak attack. And she does hit it, so. Let's do a quick little, hey Siri, roll 5d6. Dang it, she won't do that. I hate her.
Siri, how
You have
dare.
the Fight
Piece
Club
of
app.
trash. Siri, gosh dang it. Alright, she says 23. 23 damage. Plus an additional for the bow. Plus 4. 27 damage to this hoe. Man, this
Nice.
is looking pretty hurt
Nice.
now. She did a nice
Nice.
chunk of damage to this guy.
Hey Siri, can you commit more crimes?
Alright, this roper is flailing very angrily. And back at the top of the round, it is endurance.
Yay. Okay, I am going to cast at the well, I lied. At the 3rd level, I am going to cast Ye Old Faithful Moonbeam.
That's right.
Right at the bastard. Oh, Moonbeam him. He's got to make a Constitution saving throw. Takes 2d10. Actually, 3d10 because I'm
Ooh.
casting it up leveling. Upcasting,
Alright.
up leveling. My god,
It
okay.
rolled a 17, so it does succeed
Damn
on the
it!
save.
Yes, unfortunately. Okay, let me roll damage anyway. Take half of it or whatever. Oh my god, okay. Oh, okay, so it takes 5 damage.
Ooh, okay, still kicking, but it really hated the light once again.
Good.
Alright, next up, it's Krogan time. Krogan, you are currently grappled. You have disadvantage on strength checks, strength saving throws.
Okay. Can I?
But you can try to roll to escape from it.
All right. Strength saving throw 24.
You escape very easily.
Oh wait, no, wait. I have disadvantage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Reroll
Well, but
22.
technically you're raged, so it cancels, right?
Okay.
You don't have disadvantage. He has disadvantage on deck saves, I think, for strength, right?
No, it says strength right here.
Okay.
Target is restrained and has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
I think it's
Well,
because technically it has weakening tendrils, is what it calls
Is
it.
his escape, is it an athletics check or a saving throw?
It's a target is grappled. Escape is a certain DC level. It
So
says
to
the
escape
DC
a
right here.
grapple is usually a athletics check.
Well,
stop
strength.
talking. I'm listening to the music.
Is a bother track.
Point is, he escapes.
Right? And then I hit him.
Attack him. Do it.
Reach his hammer. Oh, 15 to hit.
Don't hit. Do it again.
Oh!
All right, reroll. 27 to hit.
Yes!
Yeah, do hit.
Nice.
Kill it!
11 damage.
Ooh.
Dead.
It is screaming in your face. It screams in your face as it is hit by your hammer, but it is still hanging in there.
Damn.
All right, and you watch as it has now released everybody, and on its turn, it's going to use its movement to climb up the wall and dash away. But you're going to get an opportunity attack.
Ooh. Hit the Breach's hammer once again. 23 to hit.
It do hit.
Nice.
8 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Yeah.
So it's running away. So you tell me how this running away thing works for this guy.
It kind of like it's kind of almost like the bottom of it is almost like a tentacles that kind of pulls itself along the ground.
Oh, okay, so it's just barely running away.
Yeah, it's not
And
very
then-
fast at all.
Okay, I'm gonna attack its base with the hammer. I'm gonna just sling it right down like a baseball bat, just straight to its body. And whenever it hits its body, it's gonna crush whatever its equivalent of its spine is.
Nice.
And then it's gonna and at the same time it pushes him so he flips, and he falls like eye down on another actual stalactite, and then the eye
Oh,
punctured by the stalactite.
Ooh,
nice.
that's good.
Dang.
Very
so now
good.
it's just skewered on a stalactite.
Nice.
Little like battle screeches and then goes up to it and it's like, get fucked.
Oh man,
Nice.
that was good.
Dead as hell.
It is dead as hell.
Ooh, there's a lot of things in these tunnels.
That there are. I'm a little tired of being down here already.
That was my favorite thing to kill. So
I liked having more space, I guess.
It was
I liked how it
interesting.
couldn't move very fast.
That
my
was
favorite part.
nice. Yeah, I did appreciate that. Ugh, all right. Well, I guess we resume our checking of that thing, which name is escaping me right now.
Manhole.
Thank you. Yes, the manhole. Let us resume our checking of it.
I shall observe the manhole.
Cool,
This
cool.
hole was made for man. No one else.
Not for woman.
They were included.
No.
We're included.
I shall
The
check
Maynard-
it for traps.
Maynard, there are no traps.
Good.
Nice.
So you go up to it, and I need a quick little strength check. See if you can push it off.
Of course, I roll low. Can it be athletics?
Sure.
12.
This is too violent. I don't need this. Give me. Yes. Okay, so Maynard, you go up to it, and you push it up, and you kind of have to give it a little oof, and it's pretty heavy, but you kind of push it off of you. And it's kind of like a scene where like you open it up and it's very bright, and then it fades out, and that is where we will end for tonight.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Ha!
How dare we be cliffhanger?